Hello everyone, welcome to the ACE training video. I'm just going to kind of give you guys a general overview of what ACE does. So if you guys have any questions after the video or anytime thereafter that, then just send me an email, call me, text me, pull me out of my office, you know the works. So anyway, first thing you want to do is open up a web browser. You just want to put in stratifyhealth.aceproject.com, so I would add that to your favorites, and then put in your username, password, login. Pretty simple. So after that, this is what you'll see. So mine's kind of busy because I use ACE a lot. So over here on the left is a toolbar that has a dashboard, which you guys don't really need to familiarize yourselves with. It just shows your tasks. I mean, if you really get into task management, this can kind of just show you the numbers of tasks you're assigned on, tasks you're a reviewer on, which reviewer just means that you literally review the task, you get updates from it. Whenever somebody updates the task, you get an email notification and stuff like that. Over here on the left, you have tasks. This actually organizes all of your tasks together from every single project that you're assigned on. So I don't really use this as much as I probably should. I mean, it's good if you start getting into a lot of tasks, if you just want to search for them by project and name and look at them all the same, but you can do the same if you come up here and click within a project and do that, which we'll talk about later. But this is just another way to look at it. One thing to note here is over here you can change the filter of how you view tasks. This is also the same within a project, so it looks exactly the same. You just come over here and hit the pencil, and then you have different task fields, project fields, fields to display. This is actually the order that it'll display in. So if you see right here on the left, I have project name, group. If I move it a little more, which I guess I can't, there you go, task number, if it's a marked task number, etc. So you can, move this up and down. So if I want to put the task number before the group, etc., I can do that and then just hit apply. Over here on the left, we also have time. This is going to be probably the biggest area that everyone uses ACE for. So to actually add time, you want to come over here and add a time item. When you see the time item, you'll see the time for the week. If you need to go back to a previous week, you just hit the back button. Say you just missed a week and you forgot to put your time in. It's fine. It goes back to as far as you need it to. It's just like a calendar. To actually add time to a specific project, you come up here, select the project, just click it. Easiest way to search for it is just type in the name of the project. So for example, let's just do North Hills Family Medicine Practice Assessment. Just click that, and then what the habit everyone should probably be getting into is typing in comments that detail what you did for that particular time entry, just because Kathy's going to start or is using certain time entries that we're billing to the client. A lot for the practice assessments and stuff. I don't think it's necessary, but again, it's just a good habit to get into. If you prefer to do it a different way, you can actually just click tasks instead, which might actually make more sense a lot, especially for the assessments. We have actually, with the help of Caroline and Jennifer, thank you guys, if you click your certain task area, like for example IT, let's say I reviewed the questionnaire, I could just go in there and select that task instead of putting a comment, and that's self-explanatory. That's what I did for that time entry. I picked the day that I did it, so say I did it Monday for 2 hours, and then I just hit save. So it's as simple as that. Okay, and then if you there's documents as well, which can be very helpful, especially with the practice assessments. This actually, if you just click documents, it'll actually take you to documents for every single project that you're a part of. So what you want to do is actually get into the project that you want documents from. So I'm going to use North Hills Family Medicine Practice Assessment again. So if I click within that project, up here at the top, this is where the projects live. I would click Documents, Project Documents, and this project ironically doesn't have any documents, but if it did, it would be down here at the bottom. Or if you would like to add a document, for example, if you get their financial information from a particular client and you just want to throw it in there, you can do that. Or pictures or anything you want. If you get pictures of the assessment, say the ops team goes out, gets pictures for IT, and because IT couldn't go out there and just takes the certain pictures, you can throw it in here for them. So that's basically it over here on the left you need to worry about. I mean, there is a more button. You can look at directory if you want to look at for people and stuff like that, but that's not really stuff that you guys need to worry about. What else is pretty critical, obviously, is this top bar. I've kind of mentioned a little bit. This is where all the projects live. To actually get a project open, you have to hit this plus button. And then the easiest way to find it, I mean, you can scroll down if you'd like, but it could take a very long time because there is a lot of projects. Granted, you only see the projects you're a part of, so if you're only part of assessments, you're only going to see 2 or 3 projects here, or however many assessments you're a part of. So anyway, but if you want to find a specific project, for example, North Hills Family Medicine, the reason this is grayed out is because I already have it open, but let's say I just want to be part of or look into the project for ICD-10, you just click it and open it up, and then you'll see all the tasks within it. A lot of these tasks are pretty standard. They're created from templates. A lot of, if you see this task here, number 1 through 8, typically this is just for IT purposes. We just use that for tracking, so you can ignore those tasks. But other tasks, let me get a different project open. Actually, this one isn't. I'll show you guys 1 second, sorry. Let's go back to the practice assessment. So these tasks, again, thanks Caroline for going through and really fine-tuning these tasks, but basically this has each stage that we see in a practice assessment, and it's been labeled out in a category. The hundreds have to do with, I believe, the ops team, or I'm sorry, 200s have to do with the ops team. It's just different categories. I think 300s, let me see, I think it's finance. Yeah, 300 is finance, and then 400s is IT. And then within each grouping, there's a task. So, the first task, or first grouping of 301 has a task for CFO review questionnaire. So that's, you guys can go in there and edit it if you want, if you don't like those stages or if you have different stages. But this would probably be the easiest way to, if you want to update everyone on what of each stage of the process. For example, if you click within the task, these are the different fields you can edit. The ones you guys want to probably be most concerned about is actually just here down here. These are kind of set by default, but if you want to, if you're assigned to the task, like for example Will's assigned to this, if you want other people to review updates for this task, you just select them. So for example, if you want the ops team or Jenna to see that you've finished reviewing the questionnaire, or me, from IT, you can select that and then just hit update, and we'll get an update. We'll get an update that we're on the task, but we won't get an update that you've actually added anything to it, and that's actually what this comment field down here below is. This is where you can put details, or if you'd like to add a document, you can actually attach it over here. Just quick upload, browse, or drag and document right there. So if you want to add documents to that particular task, or if you want to update it, just say, hey, questionnaire is complete, just to let everybody know, and then you just hit update. And actually from here too, if you want to get really granular, if you put an update on here and you want to just keep everything central to just task himself, you can actually go in here and put your time on it as well. You just hit the plus button, and it'll actually pull up, that keeps the task that you're in. So if you review the questionnaire and you want to pick a specific date that you did it, you just put an hour in for Monday, save. Once you save it, it'll actually show up here, which I didn't save it, but whatever entry you put in will show up right here. So that's actually adding time as well. That's basically it. So again, if you guys have any questions, just send me an email, pull me, John, or Kevin aside, and we can walk you through it. Caroline knows some too, so yeah. Hope this was helpful for everyone, and have a great rest of the day.